A candidate for Atlanta's mayor says if he's elected, he'll rename Confederate Avenue and remove all pro-Confederate statues from the city. New at 5, Channel 2's Richard Elliot is live at the state capitol. And Richard, you learned today that may be tougher than it sounds.
Because there are actually very few Confederate monuments still inside the city limits of Atlanta. That one over there, that's actually on the grounds of the state capitol, and that would take an act of the legislature to remove.
I am proud to call for the renaming of Confederate Avenue.
Atlanta mayoral candidate Peter Amon came out strongly against Confederate Avenue and for the removal of Confederate memorials.
But in addition to calling for and as mayor working to rename Confederate Avenue, yes, I would remove pro-Confederate statues and I would place them in historical context.
Changing Confederate Avenue's name would simply require a vote from City Council, but removing some statues like this one of General John Brown Gordon would require approval by the state legislature. Thursday, President Trump tweeted his defense of leaving Confederate statues where they are. Quote, "You can't change history, but you can learn from it. Robert E. Lee, Stonewall Jackson, who's next? Washington, Jefferson, so foolish." Georgia Senator Johnny Isakson was quick to denounce white supremacists in Charlottesville, but in Peachtree City Thursday, he said there shouldn't be a rush to judgment to remove old statues.
We probably will have to develop a federal policy on how you deal with those types of things, but it's not a rush to judgment. It's something that you do in a temperate environment, and I think we'll do that.
Atlanta mayoral candidate Ceasar Mitchell said both sides need to talk about the past and find a way into the future together.
We've got to find a pathway to reconciliation. And I believe there's no community or city better equipped than Atlanta to do that.
And again, the governor's office says it doesn't have the legal authority to remove any statues from Capitol grounds. That, they say, is up to the legislature. And of course, it doesn't meet again until next January. We are live in downtown Atlanta. Richard Elliot, Channel 2 Action News.